Hey, hello, hi. It's the one and only, your baby girl.
Jeez.
And home slice, Dammy Zane.
What's good, people? It's your boy Venom. On the ones and twos, easy inside.
Public announcement. These juicy lips work.
Okay. Confirmed. What did you do in the last week since the last episode to confirm that these lips is working?
No. I just didn't wear lip gloss today because you tried it. You tried it in the last episode. You tried it. So.
Listen.
My lips are juicier than yours, so you know.
Oh, okay. So you're actually trying to reduce my credibility. That just got really personal real quick. I don't know what you did, David? Why you coming there and smoke? Do you know what the worst thing is? Yeah.
You started it.
No, but I'll tell you what the worst thing is. For a straight guy, I pride myself on some of the most feminine features that I could pride myself on, if you know what I mean.
That's okay.
My lips, A1. My bunda,
okay.
A1.
Okay.
It's tight.
I wouldn't know.
And it's high.
Okay.
This is the perfect male bunda for I look like a sportsman.
Venom. Let's move on, please.
Hey, let's move on. So, if you are new to the channel, thank you very much for joining us today. Hit the subscribe button. Obviously, we are family. We have bants. We have a laugh. We're a lovely community. We get into the topics. We chat about it. So, you know where to find us. You're right here. Anyway, if you're a returner, thank you very much for coming back. You know we love the support. Keep it coming. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend and share with one person. If you know more than one person, share it with them too. So today we're going to talk about the difference between the psyche of a man and the psyche of a woman inside, outside of a relationship. But before we get into that, we're going to take a look at this.
What do you want? I want you to understand how I feel. You broke me. I broke you. I broke you because I cheated on you. Right? I broke you because I cheated on you. You're not broken because you lost a child. You're not broken because you lost a child. That's not what I'm saying. Then what are you saying?
Ola A, shout out to you. One of our subscribers hit us up and was like, "Can you watch this video? I'm a producer. I'm a film producer. We watched it. We enjoyed it. And yeah, we've pretty much covered.
We covered some of the topics that are
in that video.
One of them is quite major.
So what we're going to say is, if you are supporting us, can you support our family member, Ola A, please? And hit the link in the description, taking you to his short film. It's only half an hour. It's not even that long. Like, let's do this thing. Let's support each other. Let's watch it. Yeah. Hit him up in his comments. Let Ola A know what you would do if you was in that situation. I don't know what I would do if I was in that
predicament. I have my feelings about the characters, but yeah.
I wouldn't know what I would do in that predicament. So guys, watch the video, okay? It does have some sensitive stuff in there, so be wary of that. But check it out. Support our fellow subscriber. Support our fellow Unpicked family member. Hit them up in the comments. Share it. All that stuff. And yeah, you can find the link in the description below.
We're going to have to have off.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, onto the main topic today, the psyche of the man, the psyche of the woman.
We're going to do something a little bit different today. We have mini topics and we are going to try and represent our gender. Wait, every time we do this, But we're gonna do it anyway.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. Try and represent our gender and talk about what we think is the general consensus. Obviously, some people, not everyone falls under the general consensus. Use your common sense. Yeah, if you don't fall under the general consensus,
obviously,
speak to us with some respect. Remember, respect yourself, so I don't have to disrespect you. Okay, so if you're gonna comment about this, don't be rude about it. It's just our opinion. It's not the end of the world. It's not fact. Quick disclaimer. You see it there, right? So basically, yeah, we're just trying to portray the psyche. Man and a woman, okay? A man and woman, not all men and women, okay? We are smick today, yeah? All right, the first one is women date for potential and men date based on example or reality, what they see. I have a theory that women see the best in what is presented to them in a potential partner, okay? I.e., he's not making a lot of P's right now, but he's studying, and the course he's doing, I can foresee that when he finishes, he's going to make bare P, so I'm going to stick around. That's me using a nice one.
Yeah.
Whereas men, I feel like what a woman presents at the time in a heterosexual relationship, obviously, is what they judge you on. And if you're not ticking their boxes, they bust case.
Definitely. There's no, like, I'm trying to think of a situation, but generally speaking, aside from girls being like a slight bit promiscuous and me being like, yeah, but she's being promiscuous because it's me. And like, that was how I mean, obviously I'm that guy in it. I'm that.
Okay.
But sorry, let me be serious. But generally speaking, I think, yeah, women are very different to the way that men look at women, because the example set is what I'm going to take as fact. If you talk to your mum disrespectfully when I meet you or meet you and your mum or whatever, I'm just going to take it as fact that you have no respect for your mum. I'm not going to think like, oh, you lot are on rocky terms because she wasn't there and your upbringing. Nah, you just don't respect your mum. Cool. Next. Like, it's because it's more trouble expecting someone to change or grow or...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You want a winner, but there's fundamental things that you're checking for. I don't think everyone's looking for the perfect person. They're just like, she must be this, she must be that, she must be that. And then outside of that, free as a bird.
So are you saying that men don't ignore red flags? Are you trying to indirect right now say women ignore red flags?
Women definitely ignore red flags. Some men do, but they'll fully acknowledge that they're ignoring a red flag. They'll be like, rah, you know, she's such and such, you know, but man, she's peng. Like, she's so peng.
Do you think men relegate? So, like, if they see a red flag, they might be like, oh, do you know what? That's not wifey, but I'll still do a thing.
100%, boy. There's leagues. There's definitely leagues of women. But everybody knows that. Yeah, boy. You gotta be in the same league. You cannot be wifing a girl who's, you know what I mean, just low tier. Like, obviously looks pretty and that, but definitely you can definitely categorize partners in tiers, and some people are just lower tier. That's not even a woman thing, that's just a people thing. Some people are low tier partners.
Are you hearing this, my ladies?
It's ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, I'm speaking to my people them. It came from a horse's mouth himself. They're relegating chicks out here. I don't think girls do that.
What, so?
Well, maybe they do.
Do you put all guys in the same category as like potential and then?
No, I think what happens is, I think a lot of, oh Lord.
Say it.
I'll say with all of this chest, I think that a lot of women don't know their worth.
Ooh.
And because they don't know their worth, what happens is they date someone, and this will not change until they realize their worth. When they meet a guy or guys, because girls, there's a lot of girls also multi-date the same way that guys multi-date, like have options. So they'll meet a guy or guys, and rather than them measure him on what she wants, she falls into a trap of, I want to make him want me.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
they
girls.
don't test,
yeah.
They don't test the guy. It's more, okay, I want him to be mine, or I want something from him. So I need to prove to him that I'm worth it, I'm worthy. But I think women need to shift their mindset and be like, no, I am worthy first and foremost, because if I wasn't, he wouldn't have moved to me. Now I need to figure out whether or not he's worthy of me.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by, I think a lot of women have low self-esteem.
So it's
because they're trying to get him to see that she's worthy, they bypass the red flags. So they stay there. They see it as a red flag. They're like, no, it might change. One, they might think they can change it. And two, it might be, oh, I know it's a red flag, but because I really want this to work, I'm going to bypass it. And I want him to see me as worthy. I want him to see me as wifey. I want him to take me out of the talking exclusive stage and make me his girl. Or make at least one of them. Yeah. Obviously you get some hard body chicks that are like, I'm not looking for nothing. I just wanna have sex. In those situations, you can have all the red flags you want, but she's just trying to have sex with you. But the flip side of that is, I also believe that because women are more emotional when it comes to sex, you can be hard body all you like, but eventually you're gonna fall. You're gonna have feelings for the guy. You're gonna get attached, because women are like that. That's how we're made. Whether you want to admit it or not. And then when you start falling for the guy and he starts moving crazy, he's sleeping with other people, he now gets a girlfriend, you're now going to be like jealous. And you're trying to say it's not like that, it's just a sexual thing. But sis, why is it when you saw him dancing with a girl in the club, you was upset? It's because you have feelings for the guy. You sleep with him. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think even the most hard body chicks, whether they want to admit it or not, they're still kind of hoping, a little bit of hope, that this guy will take me out of that box and put me into this one.
Yeah, maybe so.
And I think it's down to self-esteem. And I think when women start knowing their worth and seeing themselves as the prize,
yeah, but that's really difficult.
The way they deal with guys is different. When you realize as a woman that you're the prize, the way you date completely changes. Like your mindset around it changes. As soon as you see something doesn't align with what you want, you're like, well, I'm the prize. If you're not ticking the box, I'm out. And there's always another guy.
No, I hear you, but
yeah,
I think that's really difficult. Like that touches on a lot of different things. Women sort of falling into traps by trying to convince guys that they're worth it is tied into like how like seeking affirmation, which is almost what women are conditioned to do just by life, like exclusive of men, like with regards to, I don't know, Instagram, Facebook with the likes, or beauty in general with the makeup, and everything that is fed into women's, like exclusive women's culture is very much around like some type of affirmation thing and then women need to receive compliments. It's even like how we teach people, pay women compliments and hold doors open for them and continually tell them all of these things rather than have them feel it for themselves.
Yeah, but men need compliments too.
No, men enjoy compliments, but if a guy walked around all day,
they need it. Yeah,
but
they need it. Men need
if nobody held the door open for a guy, he wouldn't.
It's a different type of compliment. A man wants to feel needed. So a way that a woman would want to, men want to feel like they're the alpha male. They want to feel like they're the protector. They're the ones you need them. Like, for example, even in a previous conversation we've had on this podcast, and I said that if I was a baby mum, I might not want to date again. Because I was saying that I might just keep a guy there for the sake of it. He was like, but if a guy doesn't feel needed, then what's he really doing there? And that is the heart of a man's psyche in relationship. They want to feel needed. If they don't
definitely
feel needed,
within it, yeah.
Why am I here, right? So a woman might not want to compliment how high his bunda is, yeah. But she would, to puff his chest, she might be like, babes, I can't reach that thing up there, but I need you to be the one to help me to reach it. Or, babe, I can't do DIY. She can definitely do DIY, but she wants you to feel like you're needed in her life. Or when she's trying to make decisions, she's going to come to you and discuss it with you. She might already know what she wants to do, but she might discuss it to you so you fit with it. Sorry, discuss it with you so you feel like you are needed. You have use in her life. That's how women can compliment men and make them feel like a man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I heard that.
Yeah, it might not be the shape of his lips and his bunda, but it will definitely be whether or not he's needed. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, this. Oh, the indirects. Okay.
Yeah. Whereas women, yes, it's about how we look. It might be about how we nurture. It might be how good of a mum we are. Them type of things we care about. Yeah. So yeah, I think both genders need compliments from.
Yeah. Everybody needs compliments.
Whoever they're dating, everybody needs compliments. Everyone needs affirmation. So I don't know if I agree with that per se, but I do think that I think with women, you make a good point about social media and everything being geared towards women being judged against a certain standard and needing the affirmation to let them know that. But I've dated both ways.
Okay. What was you doing this weekend?
That's not what I'm trying to say. That's not what I'm trying to say. So
now I'm understanding why these lips working, because last week they were hella shiny and I was thinking, I've never seen anything make the lips shine like,
lip gloss. Are you okay?
Of course, yeah, lip gloss.
I see what we're trying to do here and I'm not going to fall for it. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is I've been in relationships where I know I had a low self-esteem. And now no one can tell me nothing. Yeah, listen, I know who I am, and I know I'm the creme de la creme. So it's different. Do you see what I'm saying? I know that the way I dated in the past is different to how I date now. So like in the past, I did ignore red flags, and I did date for potential, and I did, I fell into the trap of I want to prove that I'm good enough, even though deep down inside, I didn't really believe that I was anyway. And so I feel like when women, that's what I'm saying, when women have a low self-esteem, I think it's very easy for you to hang on the person you're dating's word. It doesn't even have to be a man, even if you're in a homosexual relationship.
But are you saying that you're like tunnel vision? So like,
not so much tunnel vision. It's more like, well, yeah, I guess you can.
Because I'm saying like, you're ignoring the red flags, but were you even questioning whether or not that person is worthy of you?
That's my point, because you don't see your worth in that way, and it's almost like you just want someone to love you and someone to tell you that you're these things that you don't believe that you are. And so what you do, what I did is just make it personal, but what I did was I stayed in a relationship longer than I should have, even though that person kept affirming that they didn't value me. They thought they did, but they didn't. And even in talking stages, when I've known that guy is not going to take me seriously, he's proved it. He's said things that I didn't interpret correctly.
Yeah.
And then when I look back at it, I'm like, do you know what? He kind of told me that he already made up his mind. The thing is, when a man tells you he's unsure, it means no. And a lot of girls, when they hear, I don't know if I want something or not, let's see how it goes, they see it as, okay, now it's a test. And now I need to prove myself. But a woman that knows herself and values herself and knows her worth will be like, in the time that you've met me, if you are still unsure, then it's a no. You should know.
I think that's a really good point, actually, that you raised there, because I think
so
in relationships, you find yourself in situations where the person that you're trying to date or dating or whatever is unsure. But I've never actually paid attention to that fact that internally, whenever I've said to someone I'm unsure, it's definitely like, I'm not feeling this. I'm definitely pulling back. But I've had girls tell me that they're unsure about me, and I've definitely seen it as a challenge to then secure
prove
that.
Yourself.
Yeah. And then I've overcome that situation, if you know what I mean. So it is definitely
But the difference is, I think that men, and I've said this before, men control the longevity and the trajectory of a relationship because they decide. You can't, because of the way society is. Even I know women propose now, which I'm totally against. I know women propose now and stuff. And if that's you and your guy is about that life, hold on. If that's you and your guy is cool with that, fine. But there's a lot of us that are like, listen, I'd rather eat bricks.
The visuals on that one, that one sent me.
That's me. I'd rather eat bricks and drink sand than to get on one knee and propose to a man. It's never gonna happen.
It's not the aspects are not working for me.
I gotta put me fresh.
No. So the difference between men and women as well, yeah, is that men are actually malleable. And I'm not saying that women are not, like, women are hard and fast, but what I am saying is that some men, when they know they want to be in a relationship, they can level up. With the right woman, they can level up. We've seen it time and time again where a man might be, I don't know, coming off a bit bummish or coming off a bit one way, and then the right woman's come into his life and he's just like, yo, and then alakazam, it's a brand new man. And everyone's like, how the hell did that happen? And you're like, yeah, it just took the right woman.
So Venom, I see today that you want to tussle.
I'm feeling like Jason Derulo, you know.
I see today that this guy wants to tussle, because are you really trying to tell me that women do not level up?
I didn't say that women don't level up.
You said that men are more malleable.
I said men are more malleable. Yeah. At points, yeah. With the right woman. Men are more malleable, yeah.
Women are not malleable with the right man.
Maybe. That's not the argument I was making. I'm just saying that you were saying that, you know,
men are more malleable. More malleable than who?
With the right woman.
And but more malleable with who?
I would say than...
Because to say more suggests that you're measuring them against someone or comparing this to something. So
in
what
comparison,
are you comparing the men to?
In comparison to women,
okay,
in general,
men are more malleable. Is that what you're saying?
Are they really?
Think about it.
Not general. I'm not talking about men in general, though. I'm talking about men with the right woman. A man with the right woman, yeah, he'll do anything.
A woman with, compare a man with the right woman to a woman with the right man. Men are more malleable. Speak.
I kind of think so. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So yeah, you do want to tussle then.
I don't particularly see a low tier woman as being as malleable as a low tier man when with the right partner.
Why?
I think that guys know when they're low tier and they kind of accept it a bit. But then if a woman shows them attention from a higher tier, they also appreciate that, and I think they take that chance. I think they see that opportunity and they run with it. Women,
can you kindly put in the comments if you've had this experience, of a man who's not on your level, what it was like to date him, talk to him, like what was it like? Did he level up, or did he use that as an excuse in some which way or form to tell you he didn't want relationship, or to end the relationship, or to make you feel like you're masculine? Because the moment a woman is above a man in any station, men who are in the lower tier that you're talking about, they tend to say she's masculine, she's showing masculine energy, she's not feminine, she's intimidating. If a woman shows she's smarter than a man, she's intimidating. If a woman makes more money than a man, she's intimidating. I actually saw a clip on TikTok not too long ago where a group of male podcasters, shock horror, were saying that when women reach a certain level in their career and they make a certain amount of money, they become undesirable to men. Even though at that point they think now that they've hit the pinnacle of their career, now's the time to get a man. Most men don't want them. But I was thinking to myself, a high value man will probably will be more inclined to handle a woman who is high value, because he'll just see it as, cool, let's make an empire, Jay-Z and Beyonce. A low level man will see it as, rah, she's making so much money, I know I can't level up that high, she's intimidating, she's acting like a man.
But my
Because
tiers
being
are not based on
intelligent
finance,
and
though.
having, I'm just giving you
Yeah,
examples.
yeah. No, but again, I think like that whole because the examples you gave like were sort of around the financial ish.
Even intellect, Venom.
Yeah,
Even
but
intellect.
it's like for me, it's more about intellect, and culture as well. Like in terms of cultural norms, for me, that forms a part of the tier system. So like if you're the kind of person who's gonna, I don't know, come in the house and then put your outside clothes all over the bed, put your shoes on the couch, put your, that kind of stuff. To me, that's low tier behavior.
Oh yeah.
So that's not gonna run. But I think if a person with a woman with higher understanding met a guy that did all of those things, but she's higher, like clearly more attractive, she's the more and he's the less, he'll do whatever it takes to make sure that if she's interested in, to stay interested in him.
I disagree. So you know what? Fam? Drop it in the comments.
You don't know what to do. You know what to do.
Drop it in the comments. Do you think do you think lower tier men, I hate that, I hate that phrase. Let's just say, do you feel that men who are not where they need to be, do you feel that they're more malleable when they're with a woman who is where she needs to be? Or do you think women are more malleable when they're with a man that is where he needs to be? I think that men cannot stand it when a woman is above them in any walk of life, intellect, culture, money, whatever. They don't like it and they find that intimidating and they tend to run. I think it takes a certain type of guy, and there's not a lot of them. I think it takes a certain type of guy who is not where he needs to be to say, you know what, I'm going to level up. I think if it's like one thing, then yeah. So for example, if it's I'm culturally where I need to be, intellect, I'm on par with her, and all that, and all it takes is actually right now I don't have the peas, but I want to marry this woman, I want to make this woman my wife. I think if it's something like that, then maybe the guy will do what he needs to do to get to where he needs to be. Cool. For the woman that he's in love with, cool. But I also think that for a man to get to that stage, he can't feel intimidated by her. And I think what tends to happen is if a man is intimidated by a woman before he even gets the chance to get to know her enough to fall in love, he will run.
He'll be out.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying to an extent, but I do think that men's ego is so fragile that if he feels intimidated before he gets the chance to get to know the girl and actually fall in love, he's not going to do what he needs to do. But if he falls in love, then yeah, because I feel like when men fall in love, they really like, I need to get her. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I need to do what I need to do. And I agree with you on that. But I think for them to get to that fall in love stage,
you think it's not even a thing?
Listen, I don't present as a low class girl. Well, I don't think I do, but I know from guys that have approached me.
But it's not class, it's tier.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Class, tier, however you want to phrase it. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. I don't present as a woman who's going to be a liability in any way. Whether housewife, I will not be a liability. Making money, I will not be a liability. Do you see what I'm saying? Looks, everything. I'm not a liability. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that I'm, like I said, creme de la creme.
Hey.
People might call it big-headed, but I don't care. I know what I'm worth, right? I know what effort and energy and what has gone into making Dami Zayn who she is today. Yeah?
Indeed.
And some people, when they see that, they get scared, and it's because straight off the bat, it's like, rah, this girl's smart. She's outspoken. She's confident. Some guys don't like that. They want a woman that they think is more malleable. What they don't realize is, me too, I can be malleable for the right guy. Hello. But because when they meet me, they don't feel man enough, they back off. It happens.
It's tricky for me because with regards to relationships, I'm always like, I was very much into this infatuation thing. Like as soon as I see someone and I like them, that's it. I can't see no one else. Like I'm like, bam, that's it. Like I'm here until they don't have it, or until they say yeah, this is a go. And there's nothing that can stop me if that's what I want, if you know what I mean. Apart from them obviously saying no. Like, I respect people's...
It might be that your ego isn't as high as your bunda, Venom. It might just be that you're cool. Like, you're like, okay, you know what? I know that I'm man enough. And a woman being independent or being higher tier, as you call it, even though I don't even know what that, I don't actually know what that means. But do you know what I mean? Like,
you explained it best with the liability. I think the liability was
She's
the
not
best way to explain it, because some people are like much lesser liability, and some people are definitely more. Yeah. That's a better way to explain it.
So maybe you might meet someone who is way above your station, not a liability, to the point where she's bringing most of the value to the table that these guys like to talk about. This imaginary table. You're not a table.
What table?
You don't even know how to build something from IKEA. You're talking about a table. Right? She's the whole table plus everything on the table. She built the table. You don't even know what way the hammer's supposed to go, right? But you might feel like, I'm cool with that because you're secure in yourself. Because again, as much as there's low self-esteem women, there's low self-esteem men who, and they're the ones I'm talking about. And there's a lot of them, and they don't want to admit it. They're the ones that get riled up. They're the ones probably asking, what do you bring to the table? Do you know what I mean? They're the ones that get riled up in these conversations and have warped concepts of what relationships are and warped concepts of what they think women should be. A woman should be submissive. A woman should be this, she should be that. Not realizing that a woman will naturally be that way if you are man enough. If you display enough of your masculine energy, a woman in a heterosexual relationship, no matter how independent she is, no matter how much money she makes, no matter how intelligent she is, no matter how strident she might come across, and you know what I mean, she will submit to you, because we're like, feminine energy likes that, and her feminine energy will come out the more your masculine energy comes out. That's just how we are, yin and yang. But they don't realize that. So instead, because they don't feel man enough, they feel like they have to overexert how manly they are, instead of it just coming out in how they behave. And they're the ones that run away from women who they perceive to have masculine energy just because she's a certain level.
Oh, because they feel challenged, obviously. Yeah.
Right. So they don't even give the woman a chance. That's why when you said lower tier men are more malleable, I'm like, we're going to tussle, because I know for a fact but are actually not more malleable. I think women, you made a comment about some women don't know that they're lower tier, and that's a completely different topic. I feel like that's another day, because I feel like I said, a lot of women have low self-esteem and they don't actually know their true value.
Yeah, I think that's about a lot of women though. Yeah.
And they put their value in the wrong things, i.e. BBL. But your body don't matter. In the grand scheme of things, what your body looks like don't really matter.
No, I think it does,
no, it doesn't. Because I get, because your body is a vessel and it's going to fade.
Wait, when you say the grand scheme, what do you mean? What's the grand scheme?
That bunda that's high right now at your age, Venom, give it 20 years, it's going to be low, bro.
Never.
It'll be low, bro.
Never.
It will be low, bro.
This bunda will forever.
It will be. Gravity will take place.
It's rock solid.
Gravity will take place.
It's a mass of pure muscle.
I've accepted as a woman that my volump, perky body at this moment in time has a time limit to it.
Oh, that's a shame. My body is forever.
No, Venom, stop playing. Everybody. It happens to everybody, okay? It might not be when you're 60, it might not be when you're 80, it might not be 60, 70, 80, 90, but if you live to 100 plus, I guarantee that perky bum is going to be pancake. Sorry, but I have to tell you the truth. I would not be your friend if I didn't tell you the truth, okay? So just accept it. Your body fades. Every day you're getting older. Your body is decay. Your body is decaying.
You know, like what they call it?
Life.
Red wine.
It is a fact of life.
It has to ferment. It just gets sweeter and sweeter.
But even red
wine. When I
crack
the bottle, hold
on a second. Once you crack that bottle and you leave that wine is starting to decay. That's your body, bruv. Accept it.
And you know what the crack in the bottle is? That's when I'm in my grave. Until that time, we're just getting sweeter and sweeter.
You can carry on in your delusion. That's absolutely okay. But I promise you, the moment you are born, the fact of the reality is, the moment you're born, you grow to a certain point. Once you reach that point, you start to decay.
Of course.
You're heading to the grave.
Yeah.
Your bunda is going flat if you don't keep the squats up.
I don't even need to squat.
and make sure that because the moment the collagen in the body starts to decline, everything else is declining.
It will never decline because I eat okra every day.
Relax. My great-grandma was eating okra till the last day. She herself wasn't looking as she was looking when she was in her 30s, when she passed in her hundreds. Okay, I'm just telling you.
Hundreds. Amen.
It's a fact. Amen. It's a fact of life. Okay, just accept it, right? So your body fades. So, and especially as women, girls are doing, like, this is another topic completely, but girls are doing BBL. But sis, when you have children, your body's gonna change. I've not had kids. That's why my chest can be high, because I haven't had children yet. But once I have kids, my chest will be flat. It's just what it is.
Things happen, boy.
It is what it is. It is life. That's life. So
and again,
there's more things that matter. So people need to put their value in other things. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Handling breakups. Women stay in relationships even when the feelings are gone.
Way.
Men search for peaceful ways out.
Do you know what? Women search for peaceful ways out too, but men don't listen. I said it. A woman will come to you and tell you, these are the issues I'm having with the relationship. A guy will be like, yeah. And because he's effed up bare times, he's shown bare red flags, she didn't leave, he's just thinking she's going to be here forever. She's going to accept this below par behaviour forever. Meanwhile, she said it. And now she's starting to realise this guy's a fool, you know. He's not treating me right. There's only so many times you can be treated like a dickhead that you stay. And then she starts plotting. Cool. She starts emotionally withdrawing. She's still there, but she's emotionally withdrawing. This girl has started her breakup. She started mourning in the relationship. Then when she's time to go, you're looking at her thinking, right, this girl never loved me, you know. She's already moved on to the next man so quickly. No, bruv.
She was out time ago.
The last few months that you were like, she's always emotional, she's always crying for no reason, she was mourning the relationship whilst she was in it. You didn't pay attention. Yeah. And now that she's out, you're crying. You are crying.
Mad.
And she's looking like she's had a glow up.
Eye contact, you know. Oh my God.
That's what it is.
You know what, yeah? For me, I think like longest breakup, as in mentally, where I'm like checked out of the relationship and then I'm like, it's been processed and now I'm like, cool, I need to actually just leave. I'm sure it's like between 2 weeks and a month max.
It's not that women decide it's over and stay until they line up somebody else or anything like that. I think it's just they get to a point where it's like, I know within my heart this cannot go on. It's not going to go on. There's an expiry date. He's not aware of it because for whatever reason, he just thinks that he's taking you for granted, or he doesn't respect you, or doesn't think that he doesn't think that you know your value because you've not shown him that you know your value. So he just assumes you're going to stay. And then when you leave, it's like, right, this girl left me, you know, for real. I think that's what happens. It depends on the scenario, because, you know, some women believe to get over someone is to get under somebody else. Some men believe that too, like sleeping around and stuff like that to help you. I don't think so, personally. But some people feel like that's the right way to go. Cool. But in terms of just narrowing it down to the whole scenario of women mentally exiting, checking out.
Yeah.
Before the men know she's mentally checked out, and then when he finds out she's already living her best life, she's out with her girl, she's dressing differently, she's doing, you know. Yeah, I think it's because it happens in situations where the woman didn't realise her worth until a point, and then she's like, you know what? If it works out, because she's still holding on to hope, cool. But actually, I know there's a sell by date, and so I'm gonna start mourning that realization. You start mourning that realization in the relationship, and then by the time it does end, you've already accepted that it was gonna end anyway.
Yeah, see, I'm the same, but it's just a lot shorter. It's like so much more immediate, like, because I think as well, in the past, I've dated with no real clear intention of like, yeah, this got to be the wife, you know, this got to be the baby mums. I'm just like, yeah, this girl's beautiful. And she likes me and I like her. So that's kind of it. And then you're just going down that journey and then you're finding out more about them, whatever. And then you just arrive at a point where you're like, this isn't going to work. Maybe because of something she's done. Maybe it's like a red flag or a situation that's not been handled correctly, or they've attacked your ego, or they've just, whatever it may be. But it's definitely like that question might pop into my head on day one. And then a fortnight later, we're probably broken up or literally starting to break up, because all I'm going to do once that idea gets in my head, it's not going to come out. If I'm considering breaking up, that means it's over. So it's just a case of me now thinking of all the different scenarios as to why, one, I'm thinking like this and why I should or shouldn't, if you know what I mean. And once I've run through all of them, which is like, okay, family, this, baby mums, that, moving in, this, I'm just going to go through everything. Any type of, how could we try and repair it? Why wouldn't that work? Da, 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 da. I'm just going to fly through all of them non-stop. I get to the end of it, I'm like, yeah, like we're just going to have this conversation. And the only thing that ever makes me feel bad in a breakup is the other person's reaction, because I guess it is not nice to see someone who, it's not nice to see somebody being emotionally invested in you and then them.
You're not reciprocated.
Yeah. Well, not even not reciprocating. Like someone who has put you in this position where you are in charge of this much of their emotional being, and then you're retracting from that and watching that happen to them, if you know what I mean. That's the only part that really isn't nice, because
maybe because you're a caring person, because some people do not care.
Boy,
they do not care. Yeah. Another psyche difference, I guess, is in relation to commitment. I believe that women are geared towards commitment.
Yeah, you said this, and I said no. I think it's not that I think it's the other way around, but I think that commitment is much higher on the importance list for men than it is for women, because this is what you did the same thing before. Because when women show men a waiver in commitment, men cut immediately. More women take back men who have cheated or stepped out than the other way around.
Doesn't mean that she wants it less than Amanda.
I'm not saying that she wants it less, but
as a lower, you can actually argue that the fact that she takes him back means that she's more committed.
Yeah, she's more committed to him.
Yeah, she's more geared towards commitment because she's willing to stay. She's ready to ride or die. Do you hear of men ride or dying for women? Do you hear it?
No.
You hear? You don't.
I'm saying the difference is internal. You're talking about her level of commitment. I'm not saying that women are not more committed to their relationships. I agree. Women are more committed to their relationships. And I also agree that men value commitment more than women do in their partner. Does that make sense?
Explain.
So when a man's valuing commitment, he's not considering himself. He's not saying, oh yeah, like I need to make sure that I am not doing X, Y, Z. I'm not liking these pictures on Instagram and following all of these thotty girls, etc., etc. He's just looking at his partner, and he values her being committed to him highly, very, very high. So if she wavers that commitment, it's going to take offense. Whereas I don't think women do the same. Like if they see a man, I don't know, like let's say for example, old school scenario, like they're walking on the street and there's a painting's walking the other way, the man looks back. You know what women do? They're slapping, oh, hey, don't do that. And they carry on. I don't think a woman can do that to a man and then still have a man after the month, after he's thought about it for a month. I think that's the beginning of the end. I'm like, rah, so you're watching next man on the street.
You're looking at next man, yeah? Swear down.
Okay. What, because his bunda's high like venom?
I've been in that predicament before, you know. I've been in that predicament before.
What, you was watching Venom's bunda? High though, innit?
No. I definitely wasn't watching your bunda. Relax.
I can't relax. Bro. It's on flex.
Relax.
It's always on flex.
Is it because it's firm? Oh.
Firm. Up. You know, like this. The angle. The bump actually goes up first.
Oh my God. Can we stop this, please? I can't with you. I think the issue is that, like I said, women can be delusional. Sorry for my language, but I'm not sorry. Women can be delusional because we date for potential. That's the thing. So it's as important. We want a man that's going to commit to us. But the moment the guy says, I want to be exclusive with you, you count that as he's got potential to make me his girlfriend, rather than he's just told me he doesn't want to make me his girlfriend.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm looking in the mirror because I've definitely
stayed in an exclusive situationship.
Just for anyone who's listening, not watching, Dami actually picked up the mic to bring it close, to just have that moment with you.
It's embarrassing.
Damn. Are you not embarrassed?
Not anymore, boy, because the moment I hit I'm exiting the situation.
Jeez. I kind of feel like men not value it more, but like it's more of a like, if you go wrong on this point here, it's gonna lead to the breakdown of the relationship.
Do you mean when a man is ready to commit to a woman?
Yeah.
If she's not there.
Yeah.
As in, like, she's wavering, she's not showing she's strong in that element. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, in all facets. Because actually, I have a personal experience of that. Yeah, there was a girl I was feeling like mad. I was like, yeah. And especially me, I'm bare forward. I'm a bit different, you know. I think about myself in relationships. I'm a bit
He's
weird.
finally noticed, guys, that he's different. Praise the Lord.
Sorry. It's just because some of the things that I do, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know. But like, yeah, we
have reached a breakthrough.
It's happening,
What's this,
man?
Episode 18. Thank the Lord.
We there.
Yeah.
I've never been scared of commitment, innit? Commitment is not my issue. I'm out here just trying to find the right one. So I'll rather get into a relationship and then, that's not the right one. And then,
which he's found, and she's fantastic.
Indeedy. But this thing, I was very much into her and she was giving me some of the vibes, but we hadn't really taken it anywhere. She was just, she just made it apparent that she finds me attractive. And I'm like, yeah, I find you attractive. Like, what are we playing at here? Kind of thing. Yeah, but she was just not committing. And then, yeah, she just showed me that that's not what it was. And it was a good thing because it just allowed me to no longer be infatuated with her, because I was like, oh my gosh, she's so peng, you know, I'm like, I can't. And then I was just like, oh, this is cool. I can move on. I'm cool now. Like, thank you, kind of thing.
I think women date with commitment in mind. So when they meet a guy, they've already sussed it out. It's I think women settle for situationships, but actually deep down inside they want commitment. I don't think men date that way. I think men date for the sake of it, and if you happen to tick the boxes and they fall in love, but they don't actively. And I also think, and this is controversial, but I don't care, I think when men get to that point where they've exhausted, they've done their player days, and now it's like, okay, I need to settle down, it turns into being desperate, the same way it does for women. For men, it's a bit worse because it's like, normally men don't date with commitment in mind. But once they start dating with commitment in mind, everyone's their wife.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, with women, I think women are already predispositions to behave that way. So we meet a guy and we already started fantasizing.
Thinking that way, that path.
What it would be like if we were together. Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think men think like that. When they meet a girl, they're thinking, first of all, she is pang.
Literally.
More time it's probably sex they're thinking of. I don't think
mine is not even
my wife. Or maybe I'm making a generalization.
I wouldn't even say it was sex, man. It's just there's just something about
it's just physical. She's pang. That's it.
I don't think it's physical. The physical plays a big part. You want them to be paying so that so it's almost like a trophy. You want them to be paying so that everybody can be in agreement.
I get that because I want my man to be. I want my man to be paying, so I'm not embarrassed when they're like, show me his picture. I'm not like, oh, he looks better in person. I don't want to say that.
I've seen them hesitant people, boy. That's mad. But
I don't want to say he
think
looks better in person. I just want to be
it's
like,
something about
boom.
having this person who is a trophy being like emotionally interested in you. So like you're like, wow, this person's so amazing, and then they're like reciprocating it, and you're like, oh, you see it there? Oh my god, the sex and all of that stuff is just part of, you know, the fun things to do in a relationship, but really it's the whole, you know what I mean? It is, but it's just part of
it's the ego boost.
Yeah, man. It's like boost. What that painting that she's coming to see me. Trust me.
Yeah, ego boost. When a woman meets a guy, she's first checking to see if she's gonna give him time of day.
Of course.
But very quickly after that, she's already thinking about relationship with this guy.
Yeah.
If she can't see herself in a relationship with this guy, you're relegated to friend. Some people make it out of the friend zone if they're able to show her that he's not a friend, he's more than that.
Yeah, that's me more time. I'm not gonna lie. I escape the friend zone on a regular.
I don't actually believe you, but okay.
You don't?
No, but we will never find out.
I know. I'm moving.
We will never know.
We will
never know. We will never know. That's okay. That's fine. It can be a mystery to me. That's fine. I'm happy with that.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I think that most guys, because there's even some girls, they'll friend zone a guy, but he's her plan B. I said it.
Damn.
In that, if she don't meet somebody else, then she's
I had an ex-girlfriend do that.
She's marrying you. She makes you that best friend where it's like the line.
Oh no! I was the boyfriend.
The line is blurred.
Yeah.
Boyfriend and friend. It's like, is he your best friend? Or is he your friend or is he your man? Do you see what I'm saying? So she leans on you like you're her man, but you're not her man. Yeah. That's because you've been relegated for the time.
Yeah, but that wasn't me. I was the actual boyfriend, and the friend was the plan B. So as soon as I broke up with her, she slept with that guy, and I was like, "But this is what you said I was gonna do."
Yeah, but it happens.
Why would she?
Yeah, but it happens. It's a cold world.
It's cold out here. I said, "Girl, do your thing."
I've said this before in the past. And I got called a pick me for it, and I don't give a rat's ass. People are trash. Men are trash.
Everybody can do it.
Everybody.
Everybody has trash potential.
There's trash in both genders, and some women are cruel. Women are calculated. I feel like men underestimate women. You know. I
don't now.
No, yeah.
One partner taught me.
But men, yeah. Men underestimate women. Men say that women are not logical. We're emotional beings. We're emotional beings, but we're very logical. Because you need to be logical to be vindictive. And I definitely think that the female, I feel like women are more vindictive than men. That's why there's that saying, a woman scorned.
Trust me.
And to be vindictive and be pretty with it takes a lot of think about it. It takes a lot of logic, because when we're not it's not brazen vindictiveness.
No. It's calculatrice, boy.
Calculated. Don't tell me women are not mathematicians.
Doing up all, but that's the thing. When that was a toxic relationship, boy, the breakup, every part of it was toxic.
It's like swear.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like swear.
And that could have mashed me up, but because I've already had situations, I've already had things before, so I'm seasoned for that. So I can see that kind of stuff coming, but it's really weird though, because again, like I was saying, with regards to the breakups, and you saying that the extended period versus the shorter period, once I know, no, it's ain't gonna work. It's very much like. Are you trying to get out of there quickly so you can move to the next? Is that no? I'm trying to get out of there so I can cleanse all of that emotional. It's just coming out ASAP.
I'm cleansing.
No, but I mean, it's like a tap. It's just like I open the faucet. As soon as I know the faucet's open and it's just leaking out.
The same.
But it's not to do with the next, because I think some people might rush to get onto the next because they have maybe limited opportunities. I see my opportunities as being abundant. Like, oh my gosh, there's this girl, there's that girl that I talked to, but I was in a relationship before.
It could just be that some people just don't know how to be alone. Like, I went through that.
Well, there's that as well.
Because I was in, listen, from the age of 23 till when, and I'm never going to reveal my age on this thing, but till we broke up and some years, I had someone in my life all the time. Couldn't remember the last time I was genuinely single. And when I say single, I'm talking not entertaining no one, not talking to someone,
just chilling.
Not even having a filler, because yes, I did have a filler. Loads of girls do it. Like, they're single, but they have a guy that they talk to that they have no intention of doing anything with. He's just there to stroke her ego. It happens, right?
Ah, no.
It's a cold world.
I'm sure I've been every type of guy. Like,
it happens, but I literally, like, it got to a point where I was like, damn it, you've never actually been genuinely sick, like, not talking to nobody, not entertaining no one, no feeling, nothing, just you. And I realized, and it was the beginning of the best thing for me, because that's when I realized I'm a bad bee.
Jeez,
baby girl. The home
that means zing. No, I'm saying it's essential, man. Being by yourself is essential.
But people are scared of being on their own. And that was me. I was scared because I hadn't done it for like a long time.
Yeah. Which is the catch-22 of being in a long-term relationship if it doesn't work out.
You're not used to it. Yeah, you're not used to it. But like, I reckon that's probably part of the reason why I stayed there and mourned during the relationship, so that I can gear myself up for it. And then when it's time for me to be by myself, it's like, all right, cool, I'm cool, I'm over it now. Which is cruel. And, you know, I never really got to say sorry to him about that, because I've reflected. I realised it wasn't the right way. I should have cut the ties ASAP Rocky. But I feel like he probably knew, because my energy changed. I didn't have time. I weren't spending a lot of time with him. I weren't communicating with him much. I didn't really care what was going on with him. I think my attitude changed, and I think if he really deeped it, he would have been like, oh, I know exactly the point when Dami checked out. But just like how women ignore red flags in the beginning, I feel like some guys just think, no, she ain't going nowhere, and they ignore it.
I think it's the other way around. Yeah, I think women ignore red flags on the way in, and men ignore red flags on the way out.
On the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should end it there.
Yeah. That sounds like a good one. Well, if you made it to the end, thank you very much for staying with us, as we've covered this in a multitude of ways and different conversations. But yeah, thank you for being with us on this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on our socials, which they will be at the bottom of the screen. And until next time, you just there.
I'm waiting for you to do it.
Until next time, guys. Peace.